Hedgie's Surprise by Jan Brett. Once there was a speckled hen who laid on her eggs every day, only to have it taken away by little Thompson every morning. It all started because the Thompson got tired of porridge for breakfast. Every morning the rooster crowed and the sun came up, and Henny knew that Thompson was on his way. So did the little hedgehog who lived nearby. The Thompson always called out to her, "Henny, have you got a little yummy for my hungry, hungry tummy?" The Thompson climbed into the hen house, took Henny's warm, smooth egg, and ran out to cook it in his little kettle, sprinkle it with salt, and gobble it down. Then he fell fast asleep in the hayloft until the evening. Henny didn't like the Thompson taking her eggs, but she put up with it until one morning when she saw Goosey sail forth, smiling and bowing, with a stream of piping goslings following her. "Oh my," Henny clucked, "where did all these little ones come from?" "My eggs are hatching," crooned Goosey. "Here comes the last one now." And that moment on, Henny wanted to brood a peeping chick of her own. But how could she stop Thompson from taking her eggs? The next morning when Thompson poked his head in, Henny tried. She clucked loudly and pecked, and she flew at him. But nothing stopped the hungry Thompson from taking her egg again.
Dun, dun, dun.
"No eggs, no chicks, no peeping babies," Henny wailed so loudly that she woke up the little hedgehog, her tears pouring down on top of him. "Poofa, poofa, stick, stick," Hedgie went, and he crawled out to talk to her. "Poor Henny, I've been watching the Thompson take your eggs. I'll help you trick him into stopping." The next morning when the rooster crowed, there was the Thompson. "Henny, have you got a little yummy for my nearly empty tummy?" Henny and Hedgehog were ready. The Thompson reached for an egg and pulled out an acorn. Said the Thompson. "What's this?" And off he went to try it. The acorn was tasty, but it didn't fill him up. He woke up in the middle of the afternoon, grumpy.
Dun, dun, dun.
The next time the Thompson arrived, looking for an egg, he found the bright red strawberry. It looked bigger than the acorn, so he ran off and cooked it. The strawberry with jammy and sweet, but it only filled up the Thompson a little more than the acorn had, and he woke up early.
Dun, dun, dun.
"Cockadoodledoo!" The Thompson rushed in even before the rooster finished crowing. "Henny, had you got something for my hollow tummy?" This time he found a smooth, round potato, even bigger than the egg. He cooked it quickly, swallowed it down, and he went back to the hayloft. He woke up as sunset only half full, and Thompson had had enough. "Henny," he shouted, "tomorrow I want an egg for breakfast and nothing else. If I don't find one, I'll eat you up instead." Henny was scared. The Thompson had been had been tricked by an acorn, a strawberry, a mushroom, a potato. How could they fool him again? Don't worry, Henny, the hedgehog told him. Now it's time for my surprise. And he whispered in her ear. All night Henny waited for in her nest and Hedgie on his. As soon as it began to get light, Hedgie gently covered his nest with straw and got ready for the surprise. Henny and Hedgie could hear the Thompson's stomach rumbling like thunder a mile away. He burst into the hen house, pushed Henny aside, and grabbed. Ow! He howled. Ow! 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 The puff puff stick, and he clung Hedgehog all closed up in tight round ball of needles, sharp and prickles.
Dun dun dun!
Henny and Hedgie listened as the Tum-Tum ran home howling. Thank you, Hedgie, Henny said, looking at her dear friend. I'm sure that Tum-Tum won't be back here again for breakfast, but what I can't figure out is, where have you hidden my eggs? Just then Henny heard a little peep, then another, coming from Hedgie's nest. She looked over and saw the straw beginning to move. 5 baby chicks peeped out of their shells and fluffed out up from down. As Henny settled down with her babies nestled around her, the Tum-Tum's mother was in the hayloft making breakfast for her hungry Tum-Tum. Hedgie, 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 you are full of surprises, Henny cried as she led her baby chicks out into the sunset. But the little Tum-Tum didn't hear a word. He was sound asleep, his tummy full of tasty porridge.
The end. Thank you for listening. Bye. Yay.